What is up, everybody? So I thought I'd do a little update video to my car bag. So this isn't for like the family or nothing. This is just a bag I keep with me for while I'm at work. I've done a video on this before, but I've kind of changed some things out, kind of redid a few things, and I thought I'd just share what I've done. This is the 511 Rapid Sierra Duffel, if I remember right. If that's not it, I'll put a name up here. I love this bag. It just works really well. It's not overly large, but it's not tiny. It does a really good job. So let me unload this and kind of show you guys what I've got in here. So in this front pouch, I keep some Kleenex, an emergency blanket, Mylar blanket, and a handkerchief, just a regular plain Jane bandana. This pouch slides up underneath the barrel of the bag, so I just keep it tucked in there, keep them right on top. That way it keeps it low profile. I don't keep anything mollied on this bag. I don't keep any patches on it. This literally just goes in the back of my car, and then with that grab handle I can slide it out and get whatever I need pretty quick fashion. I wear hats and I live in the desert, so I keep an extra hat in there. I keep a nylon tarp poncho made by Sea to Summit, pretty compact, and this is just sort of emergency shelter. It's pouring rain, it's a monsoon going on, and I'm gonna have to walk a little ways. I'll have something to put on me in case I don't have my rain jacket, which I typically do keep my rain jacket with me, but monsoons will sneak up on you. This is a Nalgene, just a straight up 32 ounce Nalgene, and the inside is lined with that Mylar space blanket material, so I can fill this up if I'm gonna have to walk home or whatever. I can fill this up as I leave, and that'll help keep the heat out of it. Plus, while this is just in the back of the car, when it's in the triple digit temperatures, this insulated case will keep it from damaging my Nalgene. We'll get to that in a minute. So I keep a little kind of like a hygiene kit. It's got a little boo-boo kit in there. It's got some soap, it's got toothbrush, toothpaste, some deodorant, some antibacterial wipes. Those are like the Lysol brand, I believe. So antibacterial, antiviral. I keep an emergency toilet. This is an emergency toilet in a vacuum sealed bag. It's got a couple of trash bags, a large black trash bag, a full roll of toilet paper. You just never know. And just having this in the back of the car just in case, you just never know. To kind of go with that, I have just a SOG mini shovel. This might not be, the best one in the world, but for light duty stuff, this will work in a pinch. And if I get myself in a really sandy area and I need to get a little traction around my tires, which I would have to really not be paying attention for that to happen, but just in case, I do have this. But I also have that, this comes in handy too. If I'm somewhere and somebody else is in a situation, I can help them get themselves out of it. We'll go over this in just a minute. This is just a cut piece of t-shirt material. This works great for a multitude of things. Keep a schmaug, and I just made some little straps to keep it all rolled up. Again, I live in the desert, but this can also be used to dry off. So many uses. A little bug net, head net. Even though we're in the desert, there are areas where the mosquitoes get insanely bad. So if I have to stop someplace for a little while or whatever, and the mosquitoes are horrible, or the gnats, if you go back on my channel a ways, you can watch a video where I talk about vampire gnats. They exist out here. This is the strap that goes to this bag, so if I do have to take off on foot, I can throw this shoulder strap on here, make this a little easier to carry. This goes with what's in this little pouch over here. This is just a small cutting board. And this is an entire, look, it almost disappears. This is an entire change of clothes for me. So I took clothes that are good clothes, but clothes that I don't wear very often at all, and I made this pack, I made this bag. This is one entire change of clothes for me. So if something does happen and I need to change clothes, I have an entire change of clothes. So I have a way of cleaning up, drying off, and changing clothes all together in that bag. So this is more of a survival type item. Can you tell I really like this camo? Because I have made so many things out of this material. I love it. I'm actually working on getting some other colors of that, but that's for another video. So although this isn't a survival bag, I'm a firm believer in keeping some way of making yourself something to eat, something to drink, so on. If I find myself somewhere and my voyage home is going to be a while, or I need to stay someplace and the water is somewhat questionable, which another thing I'm going to add to this bag is some water purification tablets, but I want to at least be able to boil water. Yeah, to me that's just, I put it in pretty much in every bag I have. So what we have in here is we have the little Stanley cook set. This is just a inexpensive Walmart nesting cup, but it does the job. It's stainless steel. But inside here, sorry if that was loud in your ears, I have a little means of making fire, just some tinder and a lighter, and then both of the cups. There is a possibility that if you're out somewhere, it's not just going to be you, and if you are having to purify water, it would be nice to be able to pour that water into other stuff as you go, as you purify it, so you can drink it while you're boiling more, so on and so forth. And then in here, this little bag just has a fork and a spoon, little stainless fork and spoon, and then also just a little inexpensive compass that does work, and an emergency whistle from Tops. Again, I might be in a situation where I need to flag somebody down. And then also another means of making fire. Just in case the Bic does not want to do what it's supposed to do, I can have another means of making a ground fire. Because that's really, I would have to make a ground fire with this. There's nothing else in here to, there's not like a cook stove or anything. But I like to keep some sort of meal and water kit with me, so this just rides with me all the time in that bag. So yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comments if you think I need to add something before you say a full-blown first aid kit. That rides separately. I don't keep it in here. I will do a video on that on my vehicle trauma / first aid kit if you would like to see that. But if you think anything else should be added, let me know. I'll try to do a video on a couple of my other kit bags as soon as I can. Till next time, take care.